Hey there YouTube, it's Bobi aka Paginator, and I'm here today with the Owlcrate Advent Box. I don't know if they've done one of these before, but this is the first time that I've ever gotten one. In the past, I've gotten a big box, Christmassy Advent kind of thing from the Once Upon a Book Club box, but this year I decided to try the Owlcrate product, and we will see what's inside and if it's any good. Can you see anything? I like this teal color they've got going on in the inside of the box. That's pretty. Alright, this is 12 Days of Owlmas. Oh my goodness. It's a scratch-off card, so on each day you can scratch off what it is. Oh! And I see a bunch of presents with numbers on them. Now, you guys know how I am with advent calendars. I have no chill. I can't do the one day at a time thing. It's just going to bother me. And also, I just want to open all the stuff. And it works better for the video this way. So here we go. We're starting with day one. Now, do I scratch first or open the gift first? I kind of think I open the gift first and then scratch. We'll try that with number one and then see where we go from there. I found it at the bottom of the box. Okay, so number one was hiding at the bottom, and it is large and feels kind of squishy. It says open on December 13th, which is today, so technically I'm doing this day correctly. Ooh, yes. This is very good. We have gloves that have the little fingers here, and then you can flip this over top, and it closes with a button. So I'm gonna undo this and I'll show you what it looks like. These are the exact kind of gloves that I use when I am taking photos on a shoot and it's cold outside, so you have your fingers free to run the camera, but then in between shots and stuff you can go like this and you've got a cozy mitten on. Very handy for football season and track season. There's a good friend of mine that I do her family photos every year, and we're doing them in the snow this year, so definitely gonna need these. Okay, so I've scratched off day number one, and I'm glad I did because it just describes the item. It says Fingerless Gloves inspired by the Raven Boys and designed by Team Owlcrate. I'm using my little sword letter opener, and it doesn't want to scrape all the silver stuff off, so it's getting enough that I can tell what it says. We have a little blue box here. All of the days have a number with on the label, which is nice. And it says, on the second day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me rival gangs. I should have read what was on the first one. Hang on. It says, on the first day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me one sleeping Welsh king. Back to box two. On the second day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me two rival gangs. Open on December 14th. I'm not going to go through a whole spiel with you. You know the drill by now. We're opening everything. Two rival gangs. Is this going to be Romeo and Juliet? The Outsiders? These Violent Delights? Okay, we have what appears to be a little wallet. It's got an Owlcrate little gold tag on here and a little leather flappy bit. And this says, "We are forever blood-soaked roses." So we've got the wallet, little card flaps here, and then a larger pouch for cash there. And we'll see what the spoiler card tells us. Ha 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 ha. These Violent Delights inspired wallet designed by Lady Chubb Letters. I'm so proud of myself for guessing. I don't think that's going to happen again, so let's celebrate the fact that I got one right. Box number three. On the third day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 3 enchanted gowns. I have no idea what this one is going to be themed to. Okay, so the first thing I pulled out is a card from Fable Bands. Stories Stitched with Love, Owlcrate exclusive design. We have a headband. This is really pretty, and it's very soft and stretchy. I have kind of a weird thing with my hair because it's standing up all the time, but occasionally I will wear one of these if I feel like it's comfortable, so we'll do a little try on. Oh yes, this is loose enough that it would fit softly without causing headaches all day. And tomorrow I have to go to a conference, so I might just do my hair down and wear this actually. I'm really excited for the conference, by the way. It's all about books. I will report back to you later. Oh, I should have guessed. Spin the Dawn headband, handmade by Fable Bands. Why can't I say that right? I love Spin the Dawn. I read that and the sequel this year and really enjoyed both books. The first one I liked better than the second one, which happens often. But look, you can see the little needle and thread there. That is a really interesting series. I would recommend reading Spin the Dawn. It's by Elizabeth Lim, and it's quite good. Here we go with the next one. On the 4th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 4 Parallel Londons. Parallel Londons. I should know what that is. I'm going to feel like such an idiot when I don't know. Alright, we have a coaster. So there's cork on the back. And it says, for the ones who dream of stranger worlds. I recognize this as a Sophia Schwab thing. Let's scratch it off and see what we have. Alright, so this is a darker shade of magic coaster designed by Michelle Gray. I just had a thought. I probably will post the recap of the book conference before this comes out, depending on how I decide to plan my videos for December, so you may or may not have already heard about that conference I was mentioning earlier. Up next we have, on the 5th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 5 Parisian Misfits. Okay, we have some tea from Riddle's Tea Shop, and it is also called Parisian Misfits, an Owlcrate exclusive. It has toasted matcha, black tea, natural hazelnut flavor, natural caramel flavor, cocoa nibs, natural chocolate flavor, and natural vanilla flavor. Because this has black tea in it, I can't drink this, but I have a friend that can, so I will give that to her. And this is inspired by The Gilded Wolves. I don't think I remember anything from that book. I know I read it, but I don't remember it at all. Shame on me. Up next, on the 6th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 6 great libraries. Great libraries, like the Great Library of Alexandria, like the Great Library in Strange the Dreamer, or in what's that other series that had the Great Library in it? Ink and Bone? Ink and Paper? Ink and something? Ooh! What is this? You belong in the library as much as any book. Oh, thank you. On the back it says, ink and parchment flowed through her veins. The magic of the great libraries lived in her very bones. They were part of her and she a part of them. And it is a photo album, so it's all these page protectors. You could put pictures in there, or art prints from book subscription boxes if you get a lot of those, or who knows what else, whatever you fancy. I quite like that quote because I do belong in a library as much as any book. And that was inspired by Sorcery of Thorns and designed by Stella Bookish Art. I thought of Sorcery of Thorns after I read that quote, and I'm like, no. But yes, it was Sorcery of Thorns, which is a great book, by the way. Lots about the power books. Holy cow, we're already halfway through this box. This is really fun. I'm enjoying it so far. Number 7. On the 7th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 7 Courts of Prythian. Prythian? Sarah J. Maas. Oh, are we going to get something Farrah and Reese inspired? Is it going to be To the Stars Who Listen? What's it going to be? Ooh. It's a keychain. And it says Visit Valaris on it. Apologies for my garbage camera once again. That's super fun. It's like a little tourist keychain that you would get if you went shopping in Valaris. I haven't been to Valaris in a while. I might need to revisit. perhaps over Christmas break. If you're one of my students, because I know some of you have found this channel, I don't know how because I don't advertise it at school, but if you found it, Valaris is a city in a series by the amazing Sarah J. Maas. And it's a series that you're not ready for yet, but maybe when you get to high school. But there is another Sarah J. Maas series that's high fantasy, and I'd be happy to tell you about that at school. And the scratch F card tells us this Court of Thorns and Roses enamel keychain is designed by @Paperback Bones. Up next we have, on the 8th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 8 Greater Fates. Greater Fates. I just read a book with fates in it. What was that? Kingdom of the Wicked. Was that? No. It was not. It was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Let's see what's in here. We have Chapstick, always, always, always good. Ooh, it is. It's from the Stephanie Garber book. I got 2 out of 12 so far. I have guessed the correct fandom. It is Prince of Hearts, which is one of the characters in Once Upon a Broken Heart. It is an apple spice flavored vegan lip balm. When you read that book, you will know why apple spice fits it so well. Or if you have read the Caraval series, you would know that because of Jax. And that Prince of Hearts lip balm is made by Fiction Bath Co. Fiction Bath Co. is a great bookish company. I highly recommend their products. I have some bath salts from them, and what else? I don't remember. On the 9th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 9 members of the Fellowship. We're getting Lord of the Rings something. I have been in such a Lord of the Rings mood. I've been rewatching the movies, and after I finish the current audiobook that I'm listening to, I'm going to listen to The Fellowship of the Ring again, and I've been just in such a mood for that, so this is exciting. Okay, we have an ornament, and let's see if I can hold that so you can see the design on there. We've got a leaf, and what does it say on this ribbon? Not idly do the leaves of Lorien fall. Oh, this is a diffuser ornament. It says Lord of the Rings Stone Diffuser Ornament designed by @Paperback Bones. I've never used a stone diffuser before. Have any of you guys used one? If so, does it work well? I'm going to have to do some little Googling about that. Sorry, my iPad was making noises while I was talking. And we're moving on to number 10. On the 10th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 10 Competing Magicians. Oh, that could be so many things. Competing Magicians. My mind is immediately going to Morgan Crow, but that's a middle grade book, and usually Owlcrate doesn't theme things to middle grade books. Not all magic is good magic. This is a mirror. Let's see what we can see. I'm moving it too fast for you. These little compact mirrors are very handy if you have a little baby in the car that's upset. I learned this when my youngest nephew was still very tiny. If we were in the car going somewhere and he had just had enough of his car seat, I'd give him one of these little mirrors and he'd look at himself and he'd be like, oh, oh. He loved them. Don't know why, but it worked. And so the scratch off card tells us that is a Where Dreams Descend pocket mirror designed by Katarina Book Designs. I haven't read Where Dreams Descend yet. I keep meaning to, and things happen. Time. I need more of it. I'll buy some if you have some for sale. Okay, we've got 2 more items left. On the 11th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 11 frozen waffles. Frozen waffles. Of course, my brain goes to Stranger Things, but that's not a book. Frozen waffles? Okay, I should know this. Well, it is a Stranger Things item, so I guess that's another one for me. 11's Waffles. Waffle Scented Candle. That's interesting that they chose a fandom that's not a book, but I guess there are some books based on Stranger Things. I don't know. It's a purple, and it does smell like waffles with syrup on them, so can't fault that. And you never can have too many good candles sitting around just in case. So this candle does come from Novelly Yours, and that is another company that I can personally recommend. I have gotten candles from them before, and they are very well made, and the scent holds all throughout the candle's use. It's a good product. We have reached the finale. On the 12th day of Owlmas, Owlcrate gave to me 12 Cursed Sisters. Cursed Sisters could be a lot of things. It could be the Three Dark Crowns sisters. It could be the sisters in any of the 12 Dancing Princess retellings that we've got in. It could be multitudes of other things, because it just could. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got a little strainer here. I'm assuming this is a tea strainer, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that very well. There's a little emblem on there that looks like an octopus holding a trident and a mirror. So does that mean that it is, what's that book? I can see the cover in my mind, but the title's not coming to me. House of Salt and Sorrows tea strainer, designed by Hey Atlas Creative. House of Salt and Sorrows is phenomenal. Go read it if you are in the mood for like a seaside vibey kind of intriguing, don't know what's gonna happen, like on the edge of your seat edge of your seat kind of a read. Very good. Okay, so we've made it through all 12 items. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below which one you liked the best. I was not expecting something to be Stranger Things themed. I will be honest, I would have preferred something themed to a book, but being a fan of Stranger Things, I also don't hate it, and it is a very lovely smelling candle, so there you go. If I were to compare this to the Once Upon a Book Club box, Advent box, I would say that that one does include a couple of books, but setting that difference aside, I like these items just as well. They're very useful, and they're all themed to different books, which is fun. Last year in the Once Upon a Book Club box, Advent box, there was one item in particular that I still haven't figured out how the heck I'm going to use. Because it was like a mini replica of something from the story, and it serves no practical purpose. Not even, it's too big to like display on a shelf too, so it was exactly the wrong size for something, I don't know what. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I quite enjoyed that box. I think in the future, if I had to choose between those two boxes based solely on this box and last year's box from Once Upon a Book Club, I would go with the Owlcrate box, if I had to choose between those two. So there we go. That was a fun box, and we'll see if they do another one next year. And for now, I guess I'm just going to say, have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.